entertainment purposes only. Let's do it, YouTube family. How you doing? How are you? Let's do it. Today is what? January 29th, 129. Let's do it. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Yes, on my channel, what I do, location, location, location is the key to actually learning how to play the Pick-3 lottery. Very simple. It doesn't matter what state we doing. It's all the same thing, people. So when you're doing this, Katora, yes, let's do it. It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. You take the winning numbers from the date and from the results. The location is the key to winning. Location and looking at the results and following and learning how to do the grids. It's going to make it easier for you. Today in New York, my favorite for the location was 290. See it? 290. What did they give you? Right next door. 103. That same zero. I told everyone to stay close to the last number that came out. So they gave us yesterday in the daytime, 589. That was the day number in New York. So what did they do? They continue going down. You see it? 0, 1, 3. Today's root sum is the 0. 103, what's the root sum to 103? Yes, what's the root sum to 103? How are you? Dorothy, how are you? It doesn't matter. People that's telling me to do their state, it doesn't matter what state I'm doing. Learn that. It doesn't matter what state. If you want to learn how to do this the correct way, it doesn't matter what state I'm doing. I could do any state. It's learning what I'm doing at this state so you can apply it in your state. Always remember that. It's not about, oh, my state is different from your state. It's all the same thing, people. Always remember that when I'm doing this, it's always the same thing. It's different in my state. No, my state is different. People, I've been doing this too long. It's all the same thing. What you need to learn is what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about. I'm talking about learning how to track the location in your state by writing down the results. Everyone wants me to do their state. Are you writing down the results? Are you keeping track on what they're doing in your state? Are you doing that? Are you doing that in your state? Are you writing down the results? Are you tracking it? Yes. Are you keeping track? If you're going to do this, don't you want to do it the correct way? It's up to you. It's up to you. Now, the number that came out in New York today, the 130, is the 130 in the same family in New York to the 180? Isn't it the same number? In New York, the 130, is it the same number? This is why I tell everybody. Everyone, of course, everybody wants to learn it, but I'm showing you the correct way to learn this. It's not about do my state. It's not, you're never gonna learn it. You're never gonna learn it. I'm trying to explain to you, it doesn't matter what state I'm doing. What you need to practice is writing down the results. If you don't understand the steps on doing this, you need to book a one-on-one. You want to learn the correct way, you have to book a one-on-one so I can explain to you the steps on doing this. So, Tony, what's up? So, are those numbers the same numbers? So now, today's date. What's today's date? 1/29. So, they clearly gave you the date. If you're looking at the number, 1 plus 29 is what? 30, no? So, look how simple it is if you learn the correct way to do this. Today's date is January 29. So you're adding that number. So if the number is in the grid, you're only playing the numbers that make sense. Does that make any sense? Or you just want to just make up a number? You want to just make up any number and play any number? I don't play like that. The way I play the numbers that make sense. Off the date, off the results. It's that simple. It's that simple. You're taking the numbers from the results, the date. So if you're looking at the results, these are the results in New York. Are you writing down the results so you can learn? Don't you? You know what you should be asking? Not to do your state. You should be asking, how do I come up with these grids? That's the right answer you should be asking. How do you come up with that? Not do my state. This is the most important number here to come up with. Yes, you see that number on the top? That's what you should be concerned about. How did he get that number? Don't you want to learn it the correct way to do it? So that's the correct way. Ask those questions. If you don't understand it, book a one-on-one. The more you invest in yourself in this, is the more you're going to learn it. You're not going to just learn it. Oh, I'm going to learn it in one day. You're not going to learn it like that. You have to invest in yourself to learn it. Yes. Listen, I'm just giving advice the way I learned it. Whoever wants to listen, you don't want to listen, what can I do? I'm just telling you, the location, write that down. The location is the first thing you need to learn. You need to learn how you come up with the grids. You want to do it easy? This is how you do it. By tracking the results, by looking at the date. So those are the keys. You want to have the keys to open up the door? I'm giving you the keys. Those are the keys on doing this the correct way. So even if you're looking at it, 589 was the number that came out yesterday in New York. 589. What came out at night? 810. What came out before that? The 990. So you're tracking where they're going. Yes. That's the only way. Believe me, when I learned this, I was listening. I was listening and asking the right questions before I learned this. If you don't want to learn it, you just give me the number and you're never going to learn it. Don't you want to learn it? Does that make any sense to learn it? No? Why not learn it so you can actually do it for yourself? Then you could probably teach someone else how to do it. Does that make sense? I don't care what state we're doing. You could tell me the results from your state and I'll show you. Give me anybody's state. Anybody. You could give me anybody's state. North Carolina, Kiki. What came out of North Carolina? Nighttime. Okay. So only nighttime I need. Tony, just the nighttime, not the daytime. Nighttime, Tony. So 542, what came out before that in the nighttime? Yes. Kiki, I'm going to do it next. So 542. So what came out before that? 748. Okay, let's do it. 8, 4, 7. Is that the numbers that came out? Those are the numbers in North Carolina. This is North Carolina. So whoever's watching, oh, he's only doing New York. I do any state. It doesn't matter. This is not what you need to learn. You need to learn how you come up with the grid, how you come up with the location. Those are the things that you should be wanting to learn. Because if you learn it, you're on your own to do it. You're gonna be making your own money. Yes. Always remember that when you're doing this, you're always taking the number that comes out. Yes. It's that simple. You're taking the number that comes out. Yes. It's not that hard. So these are the numbers. This came out night. So if it's a pick 3, yes. Are these numbers the same? Who's here from North Carolina? If you want me to do your state, I'm showing you. Are these numbers the same? Stephanie, how you doing? Are these numbers the same at the end? Look at it. You told me, look, I'm going to write it out just in case you don't see it. 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8. These are the mirror numbers. You told me, are these numbers are the same? It was that 42, 40. So this is nighttime. So you think it makes sense to write down the results so you can see what they're giving you? So does it make sense? Yes. Always remember that. So this is a pick 3. What came out before that? So remember, this is a pick 3. So you go back the last 3 results. So this came out the 28th. This came out the 27th. What came out the 26th at night, not daytime? So I want you to look at it. Make sense of it when you're looking at it. How many times you see the 4? Nighttime. You don't see it? Nobody sees it? How many times you see the 4? So is that a pattern there? No, that's not a pattern. So if they're giving you 4, you think it makes sense to continue playing the 4? So ask yourself. So if they're giving me 4 in my state, this is North Carolina, so does it make sense to go against what they're giving you or play what they're giving you? Ask yourself, does that make sense? Play what they're giving me, or I'm going to make up my own numbers? So does it make sense? There you go. Always remember, when you're doing this, play what they're giving you. play what they're giving you. Yes. Always play what they're giving you. I always play what they're giving me. And you could do it too. Anybody could do it. Just like I could do it, you could do it too. Okay? When you're doing this, you're going to see it for your own self when you're doing it. Okay? So now this is what I'm going to do. This is for North Carolina. I'm going to show you a simple trick. And you're going to do it too. Simple trick. This is the key number. Does everybody see it? You're going to see it clearly. Just with this number here. So what you're going to do next, you're going to count 3, 1, 7, 4, 7, 0, 3, 6. The 1 is the 6. Now you're going to count 0 till you get to the 5. You're counting 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 7 is 9, 6, 3, 0, 7. Does everybody see it? Always remember that. When you're doing it, make it make sense. So what came out to 26? I'm going to show you how you track it. What came out to 26? Okay, do you see it there clearly? No? Do you see it? Do you see it there clearly? Okay, now, what's the next number that came out? Remember what I told, this is why I tell everybody, always play the numbers and you always got to learn how to go the front of the number and the flip to the number. So what's the flip to 847? What's the flip? Okay, so now, do you see 340 attached to 923? Is it attached? Robert, do you see the number attached? Look, 340. Is it attached to 923? Stephanie, you see it? You see 340? We're going, this is how you do it. When you're doing it, you're tracking it. You're going step by step which way they're going. Jeff, do you see it? So now look, this is what you got to tell yourself. He told me to write out the last 3 numbers that came out. 340. These are the results. And I'm going to show you how you come up with the grid. I'm going to show you now. Simple. You always remember the 0 and the 5 are what? Let's see you guys know. Because if you guys don't know, that's why you need to book a one-on-one. What's the 0 and the 5? Neutral numbers. Yes, Richard. There you go. Always remember when you're playing, those are the neutral numbers. So if you're playing 945, what other number you need to play? The 940. Why? The 0 and the 5 are the neutral numbers. So whoever doesn't understand and whoever seems they want the shortcut way, give me the shortcut. There's no shortcut. If you want to learn it, there's steps on doing this. You want the shortcut? There's no shortcut. So if you want to learn how to do it, I'm showing you the steps by writing down the results. And I'm going to get to this number so you can learn how to come up with the grids. Does anybody wants to learn it? No? Does that make sense? It's amazing. So now look, the last number was 847. That's the 923. No? Look, 923. 847, 340. Everything's attached. Now what's the next number that's attached? What number is this? 204. What are the neutral numbers attached to the 923? What's the neutral number? So 402 attached. What is that? 4, 2. What's the missing number? No. Look at it. 923 is 847. That's the 340, 923. Now look, you're going up here. Attached, 240. So if you're playing 240, what other number you need to play? There you go. If you don't understand and you're confused, book a one-on-one. If you don't understand. If you're a complete beginner, you're not going to understand it. If you just want to play your license plate, you want to just play your birthday, go right ahead. You don't know what you're doing. I'm trying to show you so you can learn how to do it. So now how do you come up with this number here? So everybody, you could do it for your state too. You could do it for your state too. So now, this number here, what's the neutral number? 102. What's the neutral number? There you go, Richard. Neutral number. You could have used 152. Oh, so now how you come up with the grid? What was the date? What was the last number? The 542. What was the date for the 542? What was the date? What was the date when the 542 came out? You want to learn how I came up with the grid? Everyone asks me, how you come up with the grid? How you come up with the grid? I'm explaining it to you. So look. So now on the 28th, they gave you 542. And that was the date, 1/28. Now look at it. Look at it. What are the neutral numbers here? 542 was the number that came out, and this is the date. What's the neutral number? There you go. So what's left? So you already know, you want to know how to do it, so I'm showing you. You're taking the date, the results, what you got to do next. So if you're adding what's left, what that adds up to? What's left? 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8 gives you what? What does these numbers add up to? 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8. You're adding everything, not the neutral number. The neutral number, we already got it here in the middle. Okay, so now 1 plus 7 is what? One plus 7? What's the mirror to the 8? What's the mirror? What's the flip to it? There you go. So what are you doing? You need two numbers now. You need two numbers. So what you do? You're getting the number that adds up to a 3. What other number adds up to a 3? 1 plus 2 is the 3, the neutral number. There you go. That's how I got it. I just showed you. If you don't understand it, look at the video again. This video's gonna go up. I'm explaining it to you. You're not gonna get it the first time. Practice with it. Don't think you're just gonna get it in one shot. Practice. I'm explaining how you come up with it. If you want to know more about it, book a one-on-one. I can explain more. Just remember, when you practice something over and over and over, are you gonna get good at it or are you gonna get worse at it? Yes, when you practice something over and over and over again, what's gonna happen? Whoever's watching, if you practice something over and over again, you ask yourself, don't ask me, ask yourself. If you're doing something over and over and over, yes, Boston, listen, I tell everybody, don't you, but when the person taught me this, I'm like, book me a one-on-one, I want to learn it. Because I said there's potential. There's a lot of potential on learning this so you can make this. Yes, anybody practice this, you can learn it. If I learned it, you can learn it too. There's no special degrees you need to do this. We're just talking numbers. Anybody can do this. But the way you learn it is by practicing, getting involved. You got to get involved. You got to get involved. You're not just going to come one day, oh, I want to learn it in one day. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Oh, I'm going to come today. I'm going to learn it in one day. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to practice and get involved. I wish you could get it in one day, but you got to practice. The more you look at it, the more I'm showing you what you need to do. You're taking the results. I just explained it. You're taking the last 3 results. Then you're taking the last number that came out. Then you're taking it. If there's any number that matches, yes, this is why I tell everybody, I got good with this practicing. If you on your 3rd one-on-one, and who are you? If you've done 3 one-on-ones with me, maybe you're not getting it. Some people get it faster than others. Sometimes they never get it. Why? They never want to get involved. They don't want to practice. They just want give me the number and that's it. They don't want to learn nothing. Deborah, how are you? So just remember, it's up to you. If you want to learn it, that's what you need to do. Simple as that. There's no hidden tricks here. I'm not a magician. What are we talking about? We're just talking numbers. How I come up with the winning numbers? By looking at the results. I do it, you could do it too. Simple as that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, you got to have 10 master degrees to get this. No, anybody can do this. But you got to practice. Straight up. Do you want me to mislead you? Nah, you're going to get it in one day. I'm misleading you. I'm telling you, the way you learn this is by getting involved, practicing, learning the steps on doing this. The basic is what? Your rundown, location. Yes. The date sum, the hit sum, learning the root sum. There's things that you need to learn. Don't think you're going to learn one thing in one day. No, it doesn't work like that. I learned this from practicing. So whoever wants to get involved, I'm available Friday. Tomorrow, I'm booked. Friday, I'm available only 3 o'clock. Everything else is booked. I'm available Saturday, only 1:15 and at 3 o'clock. So it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to take charge, or it's up to you just want to just continue just watching. So if you want to take charge and learn it, you already know what you got to do. I just showed you here on this live how you could do this. The steps on doing this. This is not my first live. I've been doing this for years. Thank you. So it's up to you. No one's forced to do anything. I'm just showing you what you can learn. If you're interested, this is what you need to do. If you're not interested, hey, nice to meet you. Life goes on. I'm going to go on. I guarantee you I'm going to go on. I'm just showing everybody what I teach every day. It's a simple yes or no. Simple as that. The Lotto King doesn't need to force nobody to do it. It sells itself. People win every day. I don't have to. People win. I win. So if you want to learn how to win, book a one-on-one. It's up to you. These are the time slots I got. I'm available Friday, 3 o'clock, and on Saturday. Everything else is booked. So if you want other times, I'm available Saturday, only 1:15 and 3 p.m. Friday, only 3. Everything else is booked already. If this wasn't working, I'll have open slots every day. I get booked. As soon as I come out, I get booked immediately because it's working. That's why I get booked. If this wasn't working, nobody won't book nothing with me. So it's up to you. This is what you need to do. That's my contact. That's my email. You already know what you got to do. It's up to you. If you want to take charge, you already know what you got to do. If you don't want to take charge, hey, you can continue looking. I'm going to continue making videos. You can stay looking. Yes, definitely. So for tonight, for New York, yes, I don't mislead nobody. I tell people straight up, my name is on the line. If you want to learn it, this is what I'm offering. If you're not interested, it's okay. Nice to meet you. But if you're interested, you already know what you got to do. No one is forced to do anything. It's up to you to take charge. Yes. Look at the numbers. Look, for tonight, I'm going to give a free gift for anyone from New York for tonight. I usually don't do this. I had such a good day yesterday and today. I'm going to give back. I'm going to give back only for tonight for New York. So if you don't live in New York, you can actually go on Bet Any Sport and you can play New York. So it's up to you. I'm giving New York for tonight. These are the results from New York. Straight up. These are the results. The 25th, nighttime. The 26th, nighttime. The 27th, nighttime. And the 28th. Night with night. Does everybody understand that? When you're doing this, you're doing night with night and day with day. Does everybody understand that? Yes, definite. So anyone here from New York? Anyone here from New York? Definite. Whoever is new here, if you don't understand, go to my channel. Go look. Read the comments, what people saying about me. Is this working or it's not working? You make your own decision. Yes, definite. So these are the numbers that came out in New York. Who's from New York? And I'm going to show you here. Katara, look at the numbers. I'm going to show everybody. New York. Let's start from the 25th to the present. So, Miss Williams, on the 25th, do you know what came out in your state in New York? January 25th, nighttime. We're talking night, not daytime. So whoever's here from New York, I'm just trying to show you how you pinpoint the location and the next winning number. So everybody that's here, anyone that's here from New York, we're concentrating only on that 8. Do you understand? That 8. Kiki, we only concentrating on that number 8. Okay? We're going to take the last 4 numbers that came out in the nighttime. So we taking that 8. The first number is what? 058. Does everybody see it? Touching the corner pairs. Does everybody see that? Yes, 058, the 25th. What's the mirror to 203? What's the mirror? We're going day by day. We did 058 with that same 8. What's the mirror? Okay, that same 8, look where my finger is at. What's 785? You see it? The 230. Okay. Now, what's the mirror to 132? We're going day by day, night by night. Yes. What's the mirror to 132? So now look, every number that I'm showing you, you see my finger? I haven't moved. 876. Okay. Now what's the next number that came out yesterday in New York? At night. What's the next number that came out? Yes, what came out yesterday? No. What's the number? Do you see it there? What's that number that came out yesterday? I'm just showing you with the 8. I have not moved. So everybody sees it. Look, where my finger is at, I haven't moved. I gave you the last 4 winning numbers with this 8. You ready? Look. Do you see the number there? Are they all touching the corner pairs? Are they all on top of that 8? Does everybody see what I'm talking about? With that same 8, I gave you the last 4 winning numbers in New York. If you don't understand, I don't know what to tell you. Look at it. You see every number that I just finished showing you? Are they touching the corner pairs? 180, touching the corner pairs. 132 is the 678, touching the corner pairs. The 203 is the 785, touching the corner pairs. The 058, touching the corner pairs. With that same 8. Does everybody see that? Does everybody understand what I just showed them? What numbers they using for the last 4 drawings? What numbers they using in New York? James, what numbers are they using? What's the main number they're using for New York? What's the main number? Yes. Yes. Tony, you see it, no? So look at it. Look at it for tonight. Look at it. Make sense of it. Look at it. I want you to look at it. Keep looking at it. So everybody, just remember, you already know what you need to do. If you want to book a one-on-one, I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you the basic, okay? If you want to learn how to make some cash, I'm showing you. Very simple. Remember, night with night. Night with night, not day with night. Learn it, learn it. Get involved. Definite, Stephanie, whenever you want to learn it, I'm showing you. Night with night, not day with night. So everybody enjoy your evening. If you want to book a one-on-one, you already know what you need to do. If you want to join my group, you could become a member. It's very simple. Email me. If you want to, yes. If you want to join the group, email me. If you want a one-on-one, email me. All the info is right there. So everybody, enjoy your evening. Yes, I just revealed something for today. See, you take advantage of it for tonight. You already know what you got to do tonight. Yes, winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is Numbers with Dave, the Lotto King. Yes, winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is Numbers with Dave, the Lotto King. And I'm out. Have a good evening, guys, always. Keep practicing, guys, and I'll see y'all later.